Hi everyone. I don't know why I just said it like that. So it would appear it's daily car chats. I had to be careful what I show because I had to put a stupid horrible filter on the other night because what you could see. I'm going to try and zoom in on something really interesting actually. Let's see if I can do this. There you go, that's a bit interesting for you. I think I'd be scared to death to do that because I don't like heights. I'd probably be like having a nervous breakdown if I had to go and do that. Oh, there's more. There you go. I think it'd be good if there were more. Oh, and they're getting to like go down into the sunset. I definitely don't have the balls to do that. But it looks fun. See the things I get to see when I come for my drives. Brilliant. So back to the rubbish that I can show you. Like, I've got a leg. So it's Monday. For some reason I wanted to say it was Thursday then. It'd be good if it was Thursday because then I would have got through 4 days. It's about 9:20. I went out at 9:15 and I went to a shop to get something and totally forgot what I went for and ended up getting something that I didn't go for. So it wasn't a 100% wasted journey, but yeah, I totally forgot what I went for. I wish I could show you a better view, but where I am it would be a big giveaway. I'm zooming in before I move the camera up. There you go, there's some nice grass to look at. So basically today has been a tiring day. I am very tired. Don't that look really bad? It's because the windscreen needs washing and I can't do it because my keys are not in the ignition and I don't think it works without keys. Zoom out a little bit. There you go, there's some bush hedge thing. I'm just gonna have to hold it here. So basically, this is like going to be the longest video ever. This is going to have to go up overnight or something in a few days time because tomorrow the video that's going up is... What is actually going up tomorrow? I don't know what's going on tomorrow. Oh yeah, the first video from Saturday is going up tomorrow, then Wednesday obviously is Wednesday's video, and then the second video on Thursday, third on Friday, fourth on Saturday, fifth on Sunday, so this will probably go up Monday. And I'm probably going to repeat myself because I am going to put a quick video up when I get home, but I'm going to keep it short. So in regards to did I get up at 6 AM this morning? Oh, I should actually say, did I actually go to bed at 10 o'clock last night? The shocking news is I actually went to bed at 10:10. I mean 10:05 I went upstairs. And I even shocked myself for that one because every time I said I was going to bed at 10 o'clock I just laughed because I don't go to bed at 10 o'clock. But I was like, do you know what, I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to show willing, I'm going to try my best to go to sleep. So I went upstairs at 10:05, and then I took all my makeup off and had a shower, and then I thought there's no way I'm going to get to sleep. I just knew. I was tired, but I just knew, because I know what my head's like. As soon as I get in bed, my head goes round and round and round and round and round, and there's just no rest at all, and I can't get to sleep. So I thought I'll just like lie across my bed. I won't fully get in, and what did I do? I went on my phone because the clip that I uploaded that went up at Monday at 8 a.m, that took 2 hours to upload that clip, and what was it, 7 minutes long? I couldn't believe it took that long. I was so frustrated because I wanted my phone to set my alarm on my phone before I went to sleep, and I was getting really frustrated, and I thought, well, I can't go to sleep until that goes up, and I set it to upload at I don't know, I think it was 9 o'clock, and I think it was 11:05 when it finished, so obviously I was still awake then. I can't remember what I was doing. I was probably on the iPad. I was probably watching something on YouTube or something like that. I don't have much memory of what I actually did, but I know I didn't just lie there, because that's normally, if I lie there and I can't sleep, that's normally like when things start to go around in my head. But I don't want to like pick up my phone, and luckily I couldn't use my phone. I was at the iPad, and there's nothing on the iPad, just YouTube. So it's not like I could get distracted by lots of different things, which was good, because it stopped me from like getting lots of things up on my phone and like looking at lots of different things and distracting myself more. So eventually I turned the iPad off, and obviously set the alarm on my phone, which was the main thing I needed to do. I think I set something like 7 alarms, because I'm not going to get up on the first one, and I do have a habit of sleeping through alarms, especially because the alarms on my phone aren't alarms. They actually play songs, so I've got some songs that I really like, which is probably not the best thing to do, because you're just going to end up listening to them and then going back to sleep, and that happens, and that's why I had to set 6. So I set that, and then I like laid down, and I like got it, like properly got in bed, and I tried to get to sleep, and I couldn't. Well, I would like half doze off, and then I'd like, oh, I've got to go up and go to the toilet, and then I'd lie back down again. I had to go to the toilet again. I'm pretty sure I have the bladder of an 80-year-old, but I did drink nearly a litre of water in the hour leading up to going to bed. So that happened continuously. Like I would like fall asleep, only just into a sleep, and then I'd have to go, and then it'd happen again and again. And I think the last time I looked at my phone was either 5 past or 10:12, and that's the last I remember until around 3:30 in the morning. And that's the sort of time I'm normally going to sleep these days, which is earlier than I used to. So I woke up, of course, to go to the toilet, because I've got an 80-year-old bladder. And it was like, because I'd looked at the time, because I literally presumed it was 10 minutes after the last time I'd been, because that's normally what happens. I looked at the time, I was like, oh great, I've got to get up in 2.5 hours, and I felt so tired. I like literally felt like I'd had 10 minutes sleep, and I was like, oh, this is brilliant, this is absolutely amazing. So I made the executive decision to change my alarm time to 6:15. It was either 10 past or 15:15. I think it was 15:15. I can't like tell you without actually looking at my phone, which would mean stopping this video, which I'm not going to do. So I did that, and could I get back to sleep? No, I could not. I was trying, and then I kept having to go to the toilet again. I'm like, I've not even had a drink since I had a drink like before I went to the toilet, all those times before I went to sleep. And I was awake for about 35 minutes, because of course I looked at the time and I was getting really frustrated with myself. So it was around 4 o'clock when I fell back to sleep, and I thought, oh well, at least I've got just over 2 hours to sleep. And then I woke up about 10 to 6, and looked at the time. I thought, I hope it's not time to get up, or I hope I've got like at least an hour's sleep left. And I was like, oh great, there's like 25 minutes left. So I went to the toilet, got back in bed, and I needed to go again straight away. And I thought, I'm sick of this. I need a new bladder or something. And I thought, I don't know what to do. Like, should I just get up or should I try and sleep? And I fell asleep briefly, and it was literally briefly because I woke up again needing the toilet, and I looked at the clock and it was like 2 minutes later. I was just so frustrated. I just got up. I thought, I can't deal with this anymore. And like I was saying in my last video, or one of my last videos, if I don't get enough sleep, I'm automatically really cold when I wake up, no matter how warm it is. So I got up and I went and put the heating on and I made a cup of coffee, come back upstairs, and I got in the shower and then washed my hair and everything. Then I fake tanned. Well, I didn't fake tan, like it's a Saint-Tropez tinted body moisturiser, but oh my god, it's really thick and it looks like chocolate mousse, and it colours you straight away, like it's got a colour guide on it, but it develops over the day and you end up basically stinking a fake tan. So I did all that and then I went downstairs. Oh, and when I first originally went downstairs, I put 2 chicken breasts in the oven so I could make a pasta salad for my lunch. So then anyway, I went back downstairs and I had my breakfast, and I was doing like bits and pieces at the same time, and cooked some fresh pasta, put it in the fridge to make it cold as quick as possible. Then took my chicken out because it had done an hour by that point. And then I went upstairs and like did my makeup, and then I did my hair, then I got dressed, then I realised I was running late, then I quickly made a pasta, chicken pasta and tomatoes, and got everything I needed and like rushed out the door, and still managed to get where I was going on time, even though I set off about, it was 15 minutes after originally planned. And somehow, I don't know how, traffic was totally on my side. I don't even know how. It was an absolute miracle. Normally traffic's always against me, so thankfully something went right for me today. And yeah, like I can't get over the fact that I actually went up to bed at 10:05. Because in my head I kept thinking, there's no way I'm going to go upstairs at that time. Absolutely no way. I'm going to sit downstairs, I'm going to like sit there, and then I'm going to keep looking at the clock and thinking I'll go in 5 minutes, I'll go in 10 minutes or whatever. And then I thought that I'd stay up till 2-3 in the morning, like trying to get to sleep and like getting frustrated. And it was frustrating because I was up and down to the toilet. I think if I didn't have to go to the toilet all those times, I probably would have been asleep for about 11, which would have been nice. Yeah, like when I got home this afternoon, I can't remember what time it was. It was before school finished. It was probably like 2:30 or something. I literally, like, because I'd been to Tesco as well, I literally like took the shopping out, didn't put it away, went upstairs. I thought, I'm just gonna go get changed, I'll be back down in a minute. That didn't happen, and I think it's because of like how tired I was. But I was literally in my room for about 40 minutes, like trying to get the strength or energy just to get changed. Like I took off what I was wearing, I was just like sat on my bed, like I don't know, like I was just like, I need to get dressed. And then I did it, and then I went downstairs and like I put the shopping away, and I ended up sat on the sofa for about 40 minutes. And then I looked at the time and I thought, right, one of my favourite YouTubers uploads on Monday at 6 o'clock. I'm going to make sure I do something non-stop for the next hour and 20 minutes to allow myself to watch YouTube for like 20-40 minutes, depending on what gets uploaded by who. So then I like was tidying and sorting laundry out and emptying bins, and then I did some ironing, put it all away, I think I ironed 12 things today. I ironed 16 Saturday, and I must have at least 16 things left, and I'm going to do them tomorrow. Did a bit of tidying, bits and pieces, and then went on YouTube to find out that they hadn't uploaded. I was like, oh, I was looking forward to that. Like, I really was looking forward to that video. And then I just couldn't be bothered watching anything else that was on, so I did a bit more bits and pieces. And then I made my evening meal, which was the same as my lunch, but I gave my lunch to my dad, that I made earlier. I dropped it off after I'd been to Tesco, because I got my lunch bought for me. So basically what I'd made, I didn't have, but I made enough for 2 lots, so when I made my evening meal, I just had the thing, but I made it again. Obviously I just made one version this morning, but I had another lot of pasta and another lot of chicken, so I did that with some little tomatoes, put a little bit of mayonnaise on, and had that. Then I did sorted some videos out for this channel and uploaded a couple of like clips, watched the EastEnders, and I knew hours ago it was going to come out. And then I've got a neighbour from hell who lives behind me, who's an absolute nasty, horrible woman, and she has 3 kids, and when they're playing out, you'd think there was like 20 kids out there, the noise they were making. Ever since she's clashed with me, like, she started to like get the kids to like play right next to the house. So they were playing Kirby next to my house, like, even though there's plenty of room near her end of the street, because she's not even on my bit of the street. She decided they're just like playing Kirby right next to my house. So all I hear is bang, bang, bang constantly with the football, and it was like really, like, because I've got anxiety, it was making me anxious and on edge, and like it would go quiet for like 20 seconds, and all of a sudden the ball would bang again, and I'm like, I can't cope with this. And I knew I was coming out anyway, but I just couldn't even concentrate on EastEnders. I was just like sat there like, this is too much, like they should be in bed. Like, one of them's about 3 and it's out there, and then there's like 2 other ones, and I'm thinking, it's a school night, what's wrong with her? Like, why are the kids not in bed? Like, surely they should be at least in the house, like having a bath or whatever. So as soon as EastEnders finished, I went upstairs and got changed again, because what I was wearing was like pyjama bottoms and a t-shirt, so I got changed and came out. And because I was so stressed out because of the noise they've been making since about 4 o'clock, I forgot the CD I wanted to listen to, because I got a CD today that I bought online, and I wanted to put it in my car and go for a drive out. Like, I weren't even planning on coming to film. I was literally gonna go and like drive around for about 40 minutes. I think there's like 40 songs on it, so obviously I wouldn't have got to listen to it all, but it's like a greatest hits thing, so I probably wouldn't have listened to the majority of them. But I wanted to go for a drive and listen to the music, and then I think I got on the motorway, or I think I actually got to the shop, and I was like, oh god, I forgot it, should I go back and get it on my way to where I go and park up? And I thought, no, I'll just listen to it tomorrow, I guess, at some point. So I'm a little bit gutted that I didn't bring it, because I was dying to bring it with me, and I obviously haven't. But that's her and her kids stressing me out, because I tell you what, she's noisier than them. All you hear is this loud, common woman who's like very uneducated. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, the other day she was out there, and she said to a child, right, come on, get your shoes on, we need to get a taxi to the shop so I can get some fags. And I'm thinking, it's a nice day, why don't you just walk and get them? Like, why are you spending money on getting taxis? And her and her husband don't work, and I'm thinking, no wonder people want to be on benefits, because if you can get a house like that on benefits, no wonder people are like, don't want to go back to work or whatever. But it's so stressful, and I'm thinking the summer holidays are coming up, I'm just going to end up a nervous wreck because of her kids. And my dad's like getting a bit frustrated with it, because you have a window, even when the windows are not open, it's just constant loudness, and you'd honestly like I'll be in my room and I'll hear like all these kids, and it'll sound like there's 20 kids out there, and I walk down the floor and I can just see it's just her kids, and I'm like, how can 3 kids sound like there's 20 of them out there? And there's like people that have been to the house, or like if we have a workman, or when the gardener's there, he's always like, oh, you heard all these kids, and I just saw, and it was 3, and we're like, yeah, that's basically what's going on. Like her neighbours, one sold the house because they couldn't cope with them, then the other side of her just put it up for sale because of her and her kids. Then the 2 houses opposite hers have put their houses up for sale, and me and my dad was like, can't be a coincidence, and he's talked to a couple of them, and they've both brought up that her and her kids are the reasons why they're selling the house. And I'm like, oh my god, and like she's 3 houses behind me, and it's all I can hear, and like they're playing Kirby right next to my house, and they've been told by the police to not play it on my driveway because it was causing a lot of problems, and like they were like knocking the ball over and then pounding on the door continuously, and I don't mean knock 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 wait, I mean bang 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 for 10 minutes, and if you don't answer they carry on and they kick the gate and all that. And even when I told her, like the mum, that I got anxiety and I won't answer the door, she kicked off at me and went mental, and she actually came and did it one day as well, and the police have been to speak to them twice and told them not to go on our driveway, which they keep doing, and B, to not bang on the door, and to just basically stay away because it was causing a lot of stress. And she also threatened to slap me, which was very nice. So we've actually got cameras put up because of her. Well, there was 2 reasons. One was her, and my dad wanted, like, as soon as he saw someone loitering near my house recently, he's like, right, the cameras are definitely going up. And then when she kicked off, he's like, right, doubly going up, because originally it was just going to go up at the front of the house, but because of what her kids are up to, and also they let themselves in the garden the other day, knocked down the bird feeder, took the lid off it, and poured the bird seed and the fat balls all over the garden. And we know it's them for a fact because they're the only ones that misbehave and do things like that. And she actually saw us, me and my dad, go out at the same time, and she was stood there. So we're not stupid, we know it's her. People like that deserve to be on council estates, but I hear that you get kicked off council estates these days, and no wonder they don't want to live in a council estate when the benefit people pay for a house like that. Neither of them work. She's always in a dressing gown on the street 4 in the afternoon. He just like sulks around the place, and now and then he'll go and do cash in hand work. So yeah, I'd like to move actually. I wish it was as simple as that, but obviously like 4 neighbours have got the house up for sale because of her, both at the side of her, the ones like, and they're all detached houses, but both side of her and 2 opposite her. So it must be bad when you're driving people to sell your house, but they've even said that's one of the main reasons why they're selling. So I was glad to get out. I really was. I'd had enough. I was like, I really want to go out. But I want to be on for 10 o'clock, and I don't know what time it is. I've been filming for 25 minutes nearly. Well, it's 23:57. I've got to get up at 7 tomorrow. I want to be asleep for midnight. I mean, the ideal would be going to bed and going to sleep at 11. I could honestly do with that amount of sleep because I'm exhausted. And I'm not as ill as I was last week or the week before that or the week before that. But, I mean, on God, I don't feel as ill as I was. I mean, I had a permanent temperature and I was hot, but I was cold and I was aching and all that. And, like, it's not 100% better than it was, but it, compared to how I was feeling, I do feel a lot better. But it would be nice to have 8 hours sleep one night, but I know I'm never going to have a continual 8 hours. But I am tired. Like, I'm really, really tired. I was really tired before. Literally, like when I got in and I was like, I messed around for an hour and a half. There's so much stuff to do around the house at the moment, but I'm slowly getting there. It doesn't help when you're ill for like 3 weeks, you can barely do anything because you've got no energy. But yeah, let's see if I get up at 7. Well, I'll get up, it's just like how much sleep am I going to get beforehand. As I said, I'll be happy if I fall asleep at midnight. But I guess I'll see. Because I'm going to go up at 11. I'm going to have a shower. I really want to shower today. Like, I was going to have one before I come out, and I thought no, because then I'll just have another one when I get back. Do you know, like, when you really want to shower, and it's like, I have one every night anyway. I really miss. Normally when I'm quite ill, sometimes I'll be like, no, I'm just getting in bed. But I've wanted one for a few hours, and like, if I didn't come out, I would have had one. Because I just wanted one. And I want to take my makeup off. And I wish I could have 8 hours sleep. Let's see what time I get to sleep tonight. I'm sure I'll make a video tomorrow. I don't have time to come out for a drive tomorrow. Because I've got to get up at 6 on Wednesday. But I might try and have a drive in the afternoon after Tesco. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I could probably come up here or somewhere else for about half an hour, and like hopefully on the drive up here, because where I'm coming from is a lot further away from when I come from my house. Hopefully I'll get a good like 25 minutes of my CD, which will be good. I need to remember to like take it out with me in the morning. I'm going to go and put it in my bag when I get home. But yeah, I won't be able to have a drive tomorrow night because say I go out at 8 because I watch EastEnders, it's going to be like 9 when I get back, and if I want to go to bed at 10, I just won't want to get back at 9 because then that gives me an hour to myself. And that's why I'm going to leave here soon, so I get a couple of hours to myself when I get home, because it's important that I have downtime, especially knowing what I've got to get up early in the morning. If I didn't have to get up in the morning, I probably would go home, get that CD and go for a drive for an hour. But because I've got to get up, I can't really do that. But yeah, please tell me how to fall asleep when you get in bed. My dad told me that he can get in bed and like close his eyes and he goes to sleep. Like, that would be amazing. Like, does everyone else have that ability? I feel like I'm missing out here with like the ability of falling asleep. But I'll keep trying. But I'm gonna leave it here, and this video will probably be up like Sunday, Monday, whatever day I said, and it's just me talking rubbish and getting frustrated with my neighbour. Like, no one would want this neighbour. Like, I'm the most easygoing person, I can put up with a lot, but her and her kids, like even my dad doesn't normally like bother, or like he doesn't even hear a lot of the things that go on because he's old and he's a little bit deaf. But even he's like, I need to go out, I can't put up with this continuously. And it is continuous. I've never known children be so loud. But I guess if the mother's loud, the kids are going to be like that. And she's very loud, and she likes to have 3 AM arguments in the street with her husband or boyfriend or whatever he is. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about her again unless she does something stupid, because I'm not wasting my energy on people who, you know, are like that. It's just pointless really, isn't it? So I'm going to go and I'm going to go home and I'm going to drink a lot of water. Oh god, that's going to keep me up. But I'm really thirsty today, so I'm going to have it. So yeah, maybe I should get a catheter or something. But yes, there'll be a video on Wednesday. I'm sure there'll be more clips of me talking. Hopefully not for as long, because the original plan was like 15 minutes, but there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna go now because I am a little bit tired and I just want to go home.